This video is going to walk you through all the different skill sets you need to be able to create a virtual escape room for your class. So to begin, what you want to do is you want to create your instructions, and that's going to always be on the first page. And then on that first slide, you want to insert a link to Google Forms. So let's create your Google Form. So you open up your first Google Form, you type in escape room or your title for the escape room. Your directions go in here. And then what you always want to ask your students is their first and last name. So you hit this plus, type in first name, and short answer will pop up. You'll do this a second time for last name. Then you want to enter your clue numbers. So you hit the plus yet again and hit clue number 1, or type in clue number 1. And there you have it, short answer. And you will do the exact same thing for as many clues as you have for your escape room, really up to you. Then if this doesn't appear right away, you can come down here to these 3 dots and make sure response validation is on, and there's a check there. So how do they actually put in the right answer? And if they don't put in the right answer, how do we stop them from moving on? So the response validation is key here. So you can choose number or text. So let's choose text. And contains. So let's say the code is teacher. So you type in teacher. Custom error text, this is what pops up if the student gets it wrong. So they have the wrong code, and you can put some helpful information here to help them out. The other thing I recommend is Google Forms doesn't differentiate between uppercase and lowercase, so I would actually just take out that T. That way if a student puts uppercase or lowercase, it doesn't matter unless uppercase and lowercase matters for the clue. So you go ahead and create your Google form. Then you hit send. Click this little spot here, click shorten URL, and you want to copy this link. Then you go back to your escape room and you copy that link on that first slide depending on how you have it set up, and it's good to go. So how do we actually create everything here? Well, I have a blank presentation here, and what you want to do is you want to make sure everything's blank here. So start with a fresh slide. And if you need to make more slides, you can click on the slide to the left, so the slide right here, hit Control C and Control V at the same time. So really up to you, and you can always delete them if you want as well. But I'm going to start with 3 slides here. The first one is set for instructions. So how do we get our pictures? So we go to Insert, Image, Search the web. And you can type in whatever you want here, but I recommend adding transparent background to the end of anything you're searching for, book, desk, whatever you need, so it actually shows up as just that item and not anything in the background. So let's say you choose this book. You click Insert, and here it is. The next step is you want to do Insert. You want to go ahead and go down to text box and insert your text box and type in any instructions you have. Then what I do to make sure it looks like it's part of the book in this case, you can actually turn this like so and make it match up to the line so it actually looks like it's typed in the book. And then you can always change the font to something just a little bit nicer. Next, what you need to do is you need to link this slide to a different slide. To do this, what you want to do is click on the next slide, and you want to copy this link. So you highlight this up here, hit Control C, then you come back here, and you want to click on the book. So if you ask your students to click on the book to go to the room, click on the book. If you ask them to click on a different item, click on that item. So in this case, it's the book. And you want to go to Insert, Link, and hit Control V and copy that link in there. So it is now linked to slide 2. Then you come to slide 2 and you create your room. So Insert, Image, Search the web. And for your room, it just depends on what you want, but you can do walls and floor. And you can get more specific. So maybe there's a specific type of wall and floor you want. So let's say this is what you want. You want to click there, make sure the blue check's there, and click Insert. And there it goes, and it pops up. And then you just want to make sure this is the size of the room. And then you start inserting what you want. So let's say I want a desk. So Insert, Image, Search the web. And I want a desk. I'm going to put transparent background in the title. And this is what I want. So I click on it, click Insert. I resize this to fit what I want. And there it is, a desk. And then you can go on and insert everything else you want. Then you want to go to the next slide. And what I like to do in mine, I like to copy this background and I like to keep it consistent, but you can change it up if you want. And then you go to insert, go to image, search the web, and then insert where you're going to put the clues. What do you want the clue on? So for example, maybe you want a whiteboard. So here is my whiteboard. So I choose this one, insert. Make it a little bit smaller. Then you go ahead and you add a text box, type in the clue information. Whatever your clue information is. Then what you want to do is you want to click insert. You want to go down to shape, insert a shape. So I like the one that looks more like a button. And I'm going to insert this at the bottom. And then I'm going to click go back to the next room. Or you can just click go back as well. So it depends on what you want. I'm going to make that a little bit smaller and put that in the center. And then what you want to do is you want to link the last page to this page. So you come back here, do the same thing, highlight this, Control C. And what's nice about this is you can actually just right click on this item, click link, and paste in that link here. And always make sure you're actually clicking on this link. If you click on the word, something else happens, but you want to actually click on the object. And this way, if you ever wanted to change the typing in here or the word here, you can change that without anything else changing, which is really nice. So what happens is when your student presents this, the following appears. So they click on the book, here it is. They have their room. They'll click on the object. And here's the big thing about the object. You want to make sure you link it to this page as well. So you do the exact same thing. So you hit Control C, the link. You click the object that it's linked to, so where you want it. And you go to Insert, Link, type this in. And I always recommend that you double check this before you send it to students to make sure everything's linked up. So click. Oh, here's a table, clue information, go back. Here we are back at the room. Also, what's really nice is if your learning management system allows you to embed materials, like let's say an announcement or an assignment, you can go to File, Publish to the Web, Embed. You want to do every minute. Medium usually works really well, and hit Publish and click OK. And then you can actually copy this into your learning management system, which is really beautiful. Then your students don't have to click Present. It's already there ready to go. But if not, you can just send them this file, tell them to hit present. So send them this link and they'll hit present. And to share it with them, you hit share after you name your escape room. And you can copy link, restricted, but you want to change this to viewer. And there's your link right there if you hit copy. And you can email that out to your students if need be.